The queen of the school announced she would only date the top student in the grade. So every guy started ditching class and turning in blank tests, while I kept taking first place for 2 years straight. Every guy on campus looked at me with pure pity. But what they didn't know was, I had been reborn. In my last life, I gave up everything I had, chased someone completely heartless, only to see her in the arms of my best friend right before I died. She looked at me with cold hatred and said, "You should have died a long time ago. Did you really think I would wait around for a loser like you?" The concrete steps cracked my skull, and the one who kicked me down was my so-called best friend, Yang Wei, the guy I had given everything for. I only came to my senses at the very end. The person I had spent my whole life chasing never once took me seriously. But the one I had pushed away with my own hands, Lu Jiqiu, was the only real light in my life. I snapped back to reality and found myself standing at the front of a lecture hall. That heartless girl was soaking up praise for beating me to the top rank. She lazily lifted her eyes, let her gaze sweep across the room and paused briefly on me. That look was something I had spent my last life dreaming about. Now it just made my stomach turn. While everyone stared in disbelief, I didn't spare her another glance. I shot up from my seat and sprinted out of the classroom because I suddenly remembered. Today wasn't just the day that Heartless Girl's mother had her accident. It was also the day Lu Jiqiu was leaving the country. In my past life, I had fought with my family and friends over that Heartless Girl countless times, almost completely burning every bridge I had. Just yesterday, Lu Jiqiu had come to me with tears in her eyes, begging me not to throw away my family over someone who wasn't worth it. She really isn't worth it, and I had just shot her an annoyed look. What I do is none of your business, stay out of it. If you don't like it, then get lost, and stop calling yourself my friend. The look on her face in that moment stayed with me until the day I died. She asked me in a hoarse voice, "Fu Yanji, am I really worth that little to you?" And I had been so out of my mind that I just answered with one cold word. Yes, and she actually left after that, crossed the ocean, and never reached out again. Not once until the moment I took my last breath. I never got to see her again. This time around, I would not make the same mistakes. Lu Jiqiu, I swear I'm going to keep you here. I ran as fast as my legs would carry me all the way to the business school. Turned the entire building inside out looking for her, but there was no sign of Lu Jiqiu anywhere. I grabbed a passing student by the arm, my voice shaking. "Hey, do you happen to know where Lu Jiqiu is?" The person shook their head. No idea. My heart sank. Had she already withdrawn from school and gotten on a plane? I had just pulled out my phone to call her when I spun around and walked straight into a girl coming the other way. The bag of chips she was holding exploded all over the floor. She was about to go off on me, then looked up and her expression completely changed. "Oh wow, it's the campus hottie." I apologized immediately. "I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find Lu Jiqiu and I wasn't watching where I was going." "You're looking for Lu Jiqiu, she's in the gym right now. But honestly, I'd think twice before going over there. She's in a seriously bad mood today." She hadn't even finished the sentence before I took off like a shot, leaving behind nothing but a thank you carried off on the wind at the door to the boxing room in the gym. A thick crowd of guys had packed in to watch, buzzing with chatter on all sides. Oh man, out of the two biggest legends at this school, looks like we're about to lose one. No more gorgeous girl to brighten up my early morning classes. How am I supposed to survive? Right. I never even got a chance to say a single word to her. One is the campus dream girl, the other is just a hopeless fantasy. That saying about Lu Jiqiu being a glacier and that heartless girl being a blazing sun is totally on point. I stood at the edge of the crowd and felt my chest clench. Her embrace had been the last warmth I ever felt in my previous life. Even hotter than any blazing sun, I had been completely blind in my last life. I pushed that warmth away with my own hands. This time I would fight with everything I had to get it back. I clenched my jaw and pushed through the crowd inch by inch, and walked straight into the boxing room where loud rhythmic thuds filled the air. Each punch harder than the last, a girl in black boxing gloves.